Dorothy, such power. So it was no accident that you defeated the witches. I once considered you my greatest ally in achieving my dream. But now you are my greatest hindrance. I shall show mercy no more. I have worked too hard for the eggs. I will not, no, I cannot yield to you my own wish. My ultimate magic RIZ-ZOAWD is more powerful than this. Dorothy. It's Oz the Divine. And his left and right hand again. Oz the Divine is, well, an even more powerful version of Oz. Now, is there a lot of changes? Not a whole bunch. The left hand still can cast Silence, and the right hand can still cast Slow. But there are a few additional moves in here, but they're mostly damage related. Not really too many status related things. Probably the biggest difference that comes in the status effect range is a new buff they can cast. I think it was the right hand that casted it. It was either the right hand or Oz himself that casted it. It's a buff that powers up the head. Every single stat boosted. This attack is extremely fatal. Well, it's not attacked, it's a buff. It's everything that comes after the buff that's fatal. Purify Wind, 100%. Do not, I repeat, do not ever think about skipping a single turn with this buff out. This buff cannot be left on Oz unless you're really overleveled. It is fatal, and you will see why it's so fatal, because I damn tried. Oh, I didn't die, but I slowly changed my mind in trying really quickly. Yeah, if you still have some mana and stuff. Oh yeah, look at that. Ooh, 940. Damn it. Yeah, so basically it's the same fight with just a few added new touches to it. So it's not like it's extremely different. But again, I would recommend taking out the left hand first on top priority of the silent problem. Now, of course, as I had already mentioned, and I would like to point out, it was the right hand that casted the healing spell. I do not know if the left hand is capable of healing. It is probable that it could be the case, but I don't know. But to be safe, I would kill them both. Oh no. Oh, thank you. No. Good Lord. Just die. No! The left hand. The left hand. Dang it. Yeah, get everyone's HP up though. Good thing I used the item. Yeah, you might want to consider using items until you kill the left hand, or if you can make yourself faster on it with overclock or something, or if you're naturally faster. But keep in mind, if it puts slow on you... Yeah, there. Okay, it's the head that casts it. This buff increases everything. You should not ever leave it on him. It is fatal. It is devastatingly damage-dealing pain. And that is no joke. Okay, but yeah. Purify Wind. And obviously, I think the whole point of him doing this is to hinder your buffs. But yeah, basically I would recommend throwing the Scarecrow and the Cowardly Lion out Oh yeah, and the white hand can cast a defense buff. Slightly annoying, but it's not as annoying as everything else. I'd rather him cast defense buffs than silence and slow. Again, I don't know if you could take out the head and win, but I do know the white hand can heal in this fight. So it would obviously be a lot harder to do that in this fight. Oh dear. They like to change back and front a lot in this fight too. You could take into account whether they're in the front or back well when you do certain attacks too, obviously to get the maximum effect. Oh dear. There we go. At least the hand's normal attacks ain't too devastating now. It's just everything else that hurts. Come on, kill it. There we go. Double the power. Ooh yeah. Now he doesn't get the heal in this fight. So you're just going to have to take my word on the fact that the white hand can heal. And again, reiterate, I do not know if the left hand can heal, but if it can, well, I would kill it, just to be safe. Besides, it casts silence, so it's all way annoying anyway. It is a lot harder to do the 10-man strategy in this form, to be honest. The extra damage and everything just makes it a lot harder. And of course, having to throw Purified Wind whenever he buffs the head, it's just a lot more irritating to do. But you can't do much about it, sadly. Aside from some buffs. No! Stupid thing. There we go. Oh yeah, see, quit. 1,200 and 40 something. I didn't get to see the last number. But yeah, you quit with that. You do a lot of nice damage. No, actually, I don't think I've ever seen Battle Wind quit before. I wonder if it can. It might be designed to where it can't, period. Considering how much I've used it, I've never seen it quit. It's probably designed not to be capable of quitting. Critical hit quits. What can you do then? But yeah, again, we're left with the head, which sadly is going to be even harder since he gets all the tawns now. It's just not a very feasible idea. Oh no. I think this is the part where I thought I could maybe go one torn or something. Oh no, I never what happened now. He made his white hand got to slow everyone, so the head's currently faster on everyone now. So it's actually I think just now though the speed debuff died. You see, I made the fatal error in not removing it. I was assuming that, well, he could live long enough. I was thinking I could probably revive Dorothy and live, but, yeah, he's far more basically the 10-man is the only one who really has a chance of surviving for a round or two against that form. Basically everyone else is just dead. One shot dead, so, yeah. I had to basically, sacrifice, get him down. I figured I'd just do Meltdown, because Dorothy was probably going to die. Just like that. Though, actually looking at it, she would have actually still been alive if I didn't use Meltdown. But I figured that the odds are she was probably going to die. So. But yeah, Purify Wind, and there you go. Luckily, we have Miracle Dust to make up for the massed death that's everywhere. Yeah, that's exactly why I tell you, don't, seriously don't, no matter what the situation is, consider not taking care of that. It's not really that liable of an option unless you're incredibly overleveled. It's just far too devastating. The power. But yeah, now we need to get everyone back on their feet. Luckily, we got Miracle Dust. I think that was my last one now. Yeah, that was my last one. I had to use a regular heal item. There we go. Scarecrow got to basically get everyone off the ground. So now we need to stop playing games and start beating down this bitch. Why he turned red anyway? Red is such an awkward color for his design, really. It seems very odd. Oh dear. Yeah, and I would recommend, when you fighting either of the heads by themselves, get overclock on everyone. It will be in your extreme pleasure to be faster on him. Because obviously, like I said, the head by itself is more threatening, more taunts, more damage, so being faster equals quicker evade of taking care of problems. Sadly, though, it does leave the problem in the second fight in having to use Purified Wind against his buff. But that's something you just have to walk around. Can't do much about it. There's no way to really stop him from using it. So, I'm just gonna have to put up with it. Not put up with it, but get taken care of very quickly. But yeah, basically, getting to War's defense and get everyone to butt-kicking mode. God damn it. Yeah, this is the problem with trying to get all these buffs on people now. This is why the Tin Man's ability, or getting the Tin Man setup, is so much harder on this form than the previous one. Pulls that out. Well, gotta pull everyone out and get when the buffs back up. Yeah, there's no way I was gonna let him keep that shit again. It's like, I don't have any miracle buffs anymore. It's not really much of a choice. Deformation! Kill him! There we go. But basically, what you might want to consider in this form, when you get to this point, you might want to just consider trying to use regular attacks and less buffs, because it kind of runs into the same situation with the last Father Dragon. Well, you're just thrown in a situation that you have to keep clearing everyone's buffs and debuffs off. See, and hey, can you guess what he's going to do next, kiddies? Could it be? Could it? Could it? Should it? Would it? Oh, look, Shockle, he used ultimate magic. I totally didn't see that coming. Bastard. Oh dear, yeah, see, this is all becoming a big problem here. Take that! And take this! Bastard. Ow. Ow. You're really a bastard. Be honest, my personal recommendation would probably just use the Tin Man with Battle Wind. Just don't bother trying to get buffs and stuff on him, to be honest, because the odds are he's going to do his ultimate magic, and you have to switch Dorothy out with Scarecrow, get that taken care of, and then go back with that. Because we're getting the, yeah, look, ooh, big shocker, ultimate magic, again! I'm smelling familiarity, deja vu, piss offly, gaining, higher and higher and higher. Yeah, I'm trying to think, basically I'm getting to the point where I'm going to throw the Tin Man out. Because, well, with his regular Battle Wind, he's going to do more damage than the Cowardly Lion and Scarecrow Dorothy can do in a combined turn with normal Battle Wind, so it's like, it's not really worth the time, really. Oof. Ah. Damn it. I know I swapped him eventually. Oh no. Oh. Hey look, he didn't actually cast it. Gasp! Is this really the same dimension? Ow. Well, I don't know if it's the same dimension, but it certainly hurts the same. Okay, we gotta get this situation under control. Under control, man. Come on. Why would the Oz want to take over the land of magic anyway so badly? Anyway, I mean, good lord. If you're gonna be an evil king that just hides as a floating head in your castle, actually, what is the point anyway? I mean, if he's not gonna do anything really around the land of magic, what's he gonna do? Get an army of flying monkeys? It's like, after my pretties! Oh, good lord, it's a precursor to the movie! Actually, no. If they gave all the characters different names, they could have actually made this not be simply just a alternate version of the first book / movies, but they could have actually just made this kind of a side story, because there was a lot of books in the Wizard of Oz series. Like, there's a lot of them, a whole freaking lot of books, and many of the characters reappear and re-incurring. I mean, the Tin Man, the Scarecrow, the Cowardly Lion, TikTok. I'm trying to remember a lot of the characters. Pumpkinhead. They all make multiple reappearances. Hell, half of them have their own books. Even Pumpkinhead Jack from the second movie gets his own freaking book. Oh dear. Too close. Die for the love of humanity. Yes! You are defeated! Wine time? It's not. How is it possible? My dream, my magic. How futile. There is no possible way of claiming to be king now that my true identity as being a weak illusionist has been revealed. I tried hiding myself behind that fearsome image I created oh so long ago. I wished to be king, but it was not possible to be king when you can only create illusions. Don't make the wishes of the people come true. I began hating everything, cursing the duty as king, cursing tradition, and even those cursed witches that have long used magic. That is why I wish to conquer the entire land of magic with the ultimate magic. That has been my only dream. I never gave it much thought about what I would do once my dream came true, however. Perhaps that is why my plans ended in failure. I tried to use Alyssa, and look how that turned out. But no matter what, I wish to be king. To be king! And so the witches gathered and killed Oz for betraying the traditions. And oh wait, they ain't to tell. Excuse the horribleness of this, but well, can't do much of that. Thus, Oz ambitions came to an end. Wizards and witches from across the land, including the Winter Witch, gathered together to decide who should be the next ruler of the land of magic. Many argued Alyssa should be the queen, but she defeated the nearly egg-powered Oz, but she politely declined. She instead argued everyone to choose next ruler based on the benevolent love of the people. And it would only be fair to consider all, including Oz, though the Winter Witch disagreed. Dorothy thought to herself that perhaps Oz really changed and even simply decided to take granting others' wishes seriously. To remain on the throne, Oz might become a good king. However, wizards could not agree. Would Oz become king? Or maybe the Winter Witch? Or someone else? In the end, Dorothy never found out, because soon discussions began with her sisters to send her back home. See, here we go. I'm sitting, getting this all set up. Dorothy, are you absolutely 100% sure that you want to go home? After making the necessary preparations, Alyssa did not know how to answer. To return would mean Dorothy would go back to her old house. Old, empty life as she led before, being alone, haven't bothered her before, but now she had friends. Put her worries in the words. I've been asking myself throughout this entire journey. Oh, damn it, I hate when that does it. I'll have to show that later. If I were to return, I wish I could return with those happy memories. When I was brought here by the tornado, I remember seeing my parents. But I learned that life cannot always be so easy or carefree. I mean, look at the cowardly lion left his comfort zone. They turned out fine. That's why I need to do my best to live a fulfilling life back at home. It makes me sad. She gazed at her friends. No, Dorothy. The Scarecrow may be a bear loaf, but he always made sure Dorothy had someone to talk to, regardless of the topic had been efforts to show his trust and love. Surely the Scarecrow thought, well, maybe not thinking. The cowardly lion's eyes swelled with tears. He called himself a coward, but perhaps he was just afraid of losing the things important to him. The gentle lion would not stop Dorothy, no matter how lonely he might feel. The Tin Man, who always stood tall and proud, a reputation of being violent and ill-tempered, but he just had so much energy, he was hoping to use it constructively. He might not talk much, a bit short-tempered at times, but he was always there, stood behind the group to protect them. They were all Dorothy's friends. They hoped. They just happened to be in different worlds. Dorothy, I'll never forget you. I have traveled the lands and sing us songs, that the birds may carry their words to your world. Ha! Thank you, everyone. Take care. And together, Holly announced that she had finished the preparations. Listen closely, the tornado magic that originally... pardon me, I'm trying to get all the text in here. Originally, but we added my magic to it, so that today will take you back to your world as described in my book. I stayed up all night finishing the book. It's quite a masterpiece, chuckle. However, Holly paused and looked up. Noticed Holly gave a particular look in her sister's direction. However, since the world you being sent to is written in my book, I can't guarantee it's the exact same world. She let a sigh of relief. The house being fixed would actually be better, she thought, but she couldn't help but wonder what the look was. So, you ready, Dorothy? Yes, thank you. She made her sad goodbyes. I'll use my tornado magic and send you flowers in spring as proof that I haven't forgot about you, so you don't get lonely. They all began chanting the spell, and all friends gathered, the witches and even Oz. Yay! Dorothy! They began chanting the spell, and while they had no role to play in the spell, even Oz stretched his hands out, as if to lend his strength. Oz, if you become king again in the future, will be a good king. Thank you for everything, Dorothy. I think I'm speaking for everyone when I say it was a blessing to have you here. She could not make the last words of Oz, as the winds gave a piercing sound. Swept into the sky again. In this roaring chaos, she fainted. Ellipses. Darkness. The house. The sky. The ground. They're not made out of yellow bricks. When Alyssa woke, she saw before her eyes the blue sky. Confused, she sat up. She was greeted by the familiar scenery of her home. Now it was only her and her dog Toto. Loneliness rushed into her heart, but she had no time to waste. From this day on, she resolved to do fun things and to live life to the fullest. She followed Toto as they ran and noticed on the horizon her house. Truly happy house, so full of memories that... What's this? What are you breaking into my house for? Wait a minute. Where have you been? We thought you were lost to us after the twister came. Honey, Dorothy's back. Her father, her mother appeared through the door soon after. It was no illusion. It was really Dorothy's parents. While Dorothy stood there, unable to believe her eyes, she remembered Holly's expression about how ever since the world you're being sent to, I can't guarantee that, for example, your house might be fixed. Or the most important words, or your parents may still be alive. Okay, let's go back and see that one part that got messed up here, if I can remember where it was. I'm pretty sure I got the right one. If I can get it real quick. I'm terribly sorry. This is probably one of the few complaints I got about the game. Is the... just really likes to skip around. It's really sensitive. Alright, here we go. My parents passed away when I was still young, but I stayed in that house because I didn't want to forget the memories. And that's the part that accidentally got skipped over, so we go ahead and end it. And no matter what picture or words you're on, it just fades out here. Fading. Oh, look, it's a book. We enter Historia? Is it the White Chronicles? Do we get to go back in time? Actually, no, that wouldn't really work, would it? Well, I guess kinda, but it wouldn't really send us to a meaningful time. Oh well. Oh crap, it's the Black Chronicles. No! Now let's sit back and enjoy the scenery. Oh look, bagpipes! The land of magic still exists. No, it's a flute. Don't know why I said bagpipes. Makes me feel Scottish for some reason. Though we know not who the king is now, one day you may find yourself caught in a tornado and sent there as well. Oh, excuse me. If that were to ever happen... Don't forget to grow wise. And to gain courage. Oh, and one must never forget gentleness. If there is a wish you secretly desire, perhaps this adventure will help you attain it. And that's it. Oh, screen transition to the top. It's much easier to get a picture up there. Hello, camera. I know you didn't do the best job with calling the song. But anyway, I'll let you enjoy the song, and I hope you enjoyed The Wizard of Oz Beyond the Yellow Brick Road. I'll see you next time, and who knows what the hell next game. Until then.
she